My very first signature slab. It has eluded me for quite some time. All right. So, there's a story behind this. Um, I was actually the runner-up in a giveaway. If you guys do not know Wolverine Comic Shop, make sure that you go follow him on Instagram. I will make sure to remember to leave a link in the description below. And he's the one that got me those really awesome ASM books, and I commented about how hard it was to open the box. He told me this time that it's going to be easier. Right now, we're at a minute. There's tape everywhere. He must have stock in taping. Ooh, nice wrapping there. All bubble mailers. Definitely going to save that box. That's still in good shape. Just kidding. But these bubble mailers can be reused because I cannot find them at my local UPS store. But anyways, so I do know what it is. It's the finale of one of the cooler X-Men stories that I've been a fan of. Definitely not the best X-Men story, I will say that. But it is a really awesome storyline. So this storyline happens to be part of a movie, which is one of the reasons why I think it's cool that it got used for a movie. Alrighty. Wolverine, I have to say, this is the kind of stuff I like to see. So this is Uncanny X-Men 142. That's the issue number. And honestly, wasn't expecting this book to ever be in my collection. I didn't even know this book was a thing when I first started reading, and I'm not a huge X-Men fan for the comics. I like the movies. I think they're good. I don't think they're great. Definitely leave a lot to be desired. But they make me excited for what could happen with the X-Men. There's definitely a lot of Easter eggs in each of them that kind of make you want to know more. Make you want to kind of guess and think and understand everything. Ooh, and there's a little surprise inside. I didn't know about this. So I'm going to put that slab down for a second and let's see what the surprise is. It's like a Cracker Jack box, and I promise you I'm not looking at it. I promise. Scout's honor, whatever that thing is. I wasn't a Boy Scout. That's besides the point. That is so cool. The Untold Legend of Captain Marvel from 1997. Issue 1 of 3. That is really awesome. I love the artwork on that cover. That's awesome. Thank you, Wolverine. And you might have told me about this. I just don't remember it, but honestly, seeing is believing, because this right here is just amazing. Like, I am over the moon about this. This is so cool. It's a nice little piece of history. Wow. April of 97. My brother wasn't even born yet. Now let's dive into this slab. So February of 1981 is when this book came out. And I mean, you can tell just based on the backing, but I have never owned a CGC signature series. I've never owned a CBCS signature series book. None of my graded comics, as you can see, are yellow label. They're all blue label right now. And honestly, I'm actually really excited to put this in my personal collection because now I can't say I don't have a signed Slab. And who this is signed by makes it even cooler because he's a writer from my dad and uncle's era of comics. He's someone who they're probably going to know when I say the name, and they're probably going to just lose their minds over this. So it's really cool to have this in my collection. I can't wait to see it because I've actually never, like, this is the first time I'm even holding a signature Slab. I know that I'm probably looking like a kid in a candy store right now, or just looking crazy, but honestly, I am very excited to have this book in my collection. And I mean, let's just reveal it. I don't know what else to say. It's a really awesome book. I love the cover. Sentinels are one of my favorite X-Men villains. I loved what they did with them in Days of Future Past. I thought that that was such a cool, like, version of them, and it made so much sense with the Mystique storyline they went with, and her killing Boulevard Trask, and all of that. But this is signed by none other, the writer of this story himself, Chris Claremont. Now, Chris was an amazing writer back in the day. I'm not sure if he's still writing. I don't think that he is. But honestly, it's so cool. And this includes the deaths of alternate future Wolverine, Storm, and Colossus. It includes Sentinels, Robert Kelly, and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants appears. So it is a jam-packed copy. Unfortunately, it's a 6.0. I do prefer to have all my modern books 8 or higher, but this is, I think it's a bronze, I think it makes it a Bronze Age book being an 81. So at the Bronze Age, I still like it to be an 8.0, but I can't complain. I mean, it's my very first CGC signature series. I am so excited to have this. And you know, I don't think I'm going to, but I could possibly see myself cracking this and having my guy press it and clean it up a little bit and see if we can get a higher grade on it. Obviously, there's a lot that a lot of issues with it, a lot of spine ticks and whatnot. The pages are off-white pages, so I don't think it's going to get any higher than a 6, even if the cover looks beautiful. But I mean, it's a 6 that presents absolutely phenomenally. Like, if I showed you this without showing you the grade, the presentation of it alone, and then you add in the signature of Chris Claremont, it is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing and phenomenal. And I mean, you've got so much going on in this book. It's one of my favorite X-Men storylines. Age of Apocalypse is up there too. And there's so many cool storylines in X-Men, but Days of Future Past is just such an interesting one. It's so interesting the way that they handle this storyline. It is a little bit different than the movies, so for those of you who don't know, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants led by Magneto, killed, I want to make sure I get this right, Senator Robert Kelly. And they basically set off the events of the Sentinels taking over and killing and putting in camps and all of that, every mutant in North America, and then the Sentinels start to expand to the rest of the world. And honestly, this one's going right here on the desk. I can't think of anywhere better to put it right now. Having it here to remind myself of how amazing this book is. I want to add more to it. I never thought that I'd be someone who's like, I really enjoy signed comics. But having one in my collection, I understand it. It's like my tattoos. I need more. Once you have one, you need more and more and more and more. So I get it. I understand the craving, the addiction to having your comics signed. I've always been one of the people who's like, I'd rather have them like sign the slab or sign like the outside of it. I don't want to ruin the book. But I get it. It's really cool. It's my first signed slab. It's so amazing. So I totally understand the draw. But with all of that being said, thank you for joining us tonight. As always, make sure that you join us every Friday night. And if you have not already, like this video, comment on it down below. And then, as always, make sure that you go subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That's how us small YouTubers like myself and all of our amazing small YouTuber community get noticed by you guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, thank you for lounging with us. It's been an absolute pleasure.